We don't get with studio guests and we don't join with this morning for can discuss issues around consumer, how people where they go for go buy, how things they affect them. There is this talk about the increase in tariff, electricity tariff as well. We understand, we all know the government don't remove subsidy on petroleum products, we've been caused the increase in petrol. We don't also increase transportation and all that in them. So they can talk about that. Then we get a representative from the government. We can give reaction on what in governments they do for address some of the challenges there. And I want to welcome Imran Sillah. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Well, the Imran Kanu, the UN representative, named in my mind. But Imran Sillah, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
You're very much welcome. Good morning. We also get with Aja Rabiatu Conte, the National Secretary for the Market Women Association. Aja, good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you.
And we also get with Mr. Kabia from the Consumer Protection. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, my brother, and thank you for having me.
Okay. Well, now we guess and we'll get now the studio this morning. Like we mentioned, we just want to look at how things don't they happen. And we'll start with you, Aja. Una day na the markets then. A few days ago we get the Deputy Minister of Information and we get a lot of comments from people when they talk about how things tranga the economy hard and all of that. But we not they deal directly with people where they go for go buy, people where they use the markets as well for getting livelihood. How you go assess the situation presently in the country?
Thank you very much. First of all, I want to tell you thank you for we invite me because they say who feels it, know it. Market women with the suffer. How will they suffer? First of all, this country will not get wholesales and retails. They not separate them. Then join them together. And they affect you because when market woman go to shop, you go buy one lot of things like 1 dozen or 1 box for cancel small for like a get what you go get for attending family. The same shop they sell back retail. And then they affect you greatly. We don't talk. It then at the Constitution, I think 27, 4A and D, for let we amend that. Because if me don't take me money, don't go buy one thing a shop, then you wait in a shop back, they say one thing tomatoes, you the packet or milk, you the seller, how you expect me for sale? So all that they bring, they add the poverty, pan we. Because we know they get sale. Then you look back to the foreign exchange. People then they go out for go buy market. This morning, until go don't change. Less than 1 hour, we go back, then do it up. We go back, then do it up. And at the same market, somewhere they go buy. And at that market, say now you get for sale, for pull your money, you pull your labor, you pull all expenditure inside that business. So I be forfeit. I be for happy learn I put we in that Minister of Trade. Because we be for glad. Lord they see we self, Lord they talk. Because they know they help we, the trader then.
How?
Fine. How they know they help we? We don't report this also today, also yesterday. Don't tell they report this. Let them help with the trader then. Let them go inside that wholesales and retails. If they go inside there, me where then a shop, I no send a wholesaler for sale. Where Ajarabi go buy, if they can't sell retail. But if me don't go buy in a shop, then you wait then a shop back they sell retail. I expect me for sale. I made the trader then they come on a street too. I made them know they come on there because they go catch outside where the buyer they come, he see and corner they he buy. So I feel to say then they are the most thing for sell and try settle that thing. They let them try amend them. When they amend that day, it go better for we. Then they go inside back the foreign exchange. The foreign exchange, it be between every day.
But people can blame trader them as well. Say, you know, when a situation happens, sometimes they get trader them way, you know, you don't buy goods in certain price, even if the exchange rate can don't go up, then go increase their price.
Yeah, then get for increase. Yes. Why? Because now that business, they now they sell for go buy other one. If you make a seller now, where you sell them, then the money not full up for go buy other, I expect them for sale. You not go expect them for sale because you not go get the money for go buy other. Pass you go take all that money for full up, but no. Even shop, you go inside shop, digits no. Come on, I don't know, as you go inside. Now we go to shop, say if you ask for something, now the phone then they look for show you price. Because any minute now then they add. Now the phone then they look for show you price. Now they do business, I they sell. I know it's how they talk. Yeah.
So you know, you na business person and you na secretary for the market women the national
yeah.
secretary. Waiting na some of the concerns them, you know, we apart from the you know wholesale and retail and exchange rates, where you get from women them na the different markets in the country, you know, in terms of how the economy day and the Ukraine and you know war and all of that. Waiting are the critical concerns that we get from them, where governments need for you or the public need for understand say una safe now una your situation this.
Well, first of all, I don't tell that wholesale and retail say then the na key. Then the foreign exchange. Now that key priority than for we. Yeah? Then they give we side for sale. Yes. We not get side for sale. We they pay keeper. City council. Where they want raise them money trade from 1 Leone to this, now they pay 2 Leones on side 3 Leone. That old money 3,000. Then tell we say then they good facility 30 days. Look Victoria Park, Sewa ground. We people they wearing can we they done where sand begin now we aid it done. We not get side for sale. From where then they promise we say then they make sale wagon 30 days. You go there today, I meet her yesterday, and so they meet them back today. We not get side for sale. If all that facility they will get them, I think to say we life will better. We life get for better. You go see trader, if they pass, if they sell small thing. At the end, if he's sick, that money where he don't sell, you know they able for men pass him picking the step in. Because where kind of way did he done, where some kind of way did he done. Then the police and they run after we na skills like we na criminal. And we not so criminal, we na development partner. We trader that we na development partner at this country also. But they know they help we.
Okay, so
now if you go na yesterday I go na Dove Court. I want let AYV go Dove Court. You now go inside the market. You now go inside the market. Then get to Baba, then push Baba, they don't get all together then I do. Then they say together then in the streets. They don't take the one on market. Council then they take money and they together then and. It because when you go sit down for us, you forget it. If you don't take to yourself, then go thief you. So they don't afraid. They all don't left the market, they don't kind of do. Now then they sleep there, now then they sell rum inside there. Then keep her, then they where they take money now together then and I expect Sunday for me. Yes, I do about I feel and permissive. Then get people that will die from Saturday. Now yesterday then go take some. City council did it. It's in and they do. Other than are sick.
Okay, well, of course, I'm going to find more bring Mr. Imran right now. Of course, you know, you're really concerned and recently...
Sonia, I will look into Imran later.
Go to the consumer?
Yes, let's go to the consumer. Waiting themselves get for say. Imran can respond. We will get time for response to that. You can go to the consumer for waiting themselves get for say.
So, of course, Mr. Ibrahim, we don't see the situation where they happen in the country in terms of economic crisis, inflation in prices, and all sort of things. And consumers are going to make concern, especially with the increment in tariff for the MP, because it's a situation which because like a fuel, so yes, there's an increment and we fuel increase, all other commodity price increase, that's known. But for the fact that with the increased fuel, it's available, people can manage for buy. But then with the whole tariff situation and other things, then some things then the people they pay for the service, but then they actually even get the service. And then they cause serious tension and they ask, what's the essence of even buying or spending money on these things? So on your own side, and in your own job, what you do for protect consumer, what are the things that you do for try for eradicate the issues there?
Thank you very much. This morning, I came here with a sunken heart because we heart broke, they will manner. But I came here with a sunken heart. Sunken heart in the sense the country they suffer in terms of consumer business. A lot of things there where government don't try for put in place. I must condemn them, I commend them in that direction. But there is much more for cushion the effect of voting they happen at the market, especially for the pro-poor. Lamrana and my sister we sit on here, I believe say maybe Una don't begin receive salary. Because as far as back of the 90s, where the other companies or whatnot, then don't go, nobody know they receive salary. The reason why I say nobody, all succeeding governments, not about this no more, promises them in they say, when we come, we're going to improve on the salary. When we come, we're going to improve on this, improve on that. All na policy. The reason why I'm saying that, take for instance, my sister will bear me witness for say, if you have a family of 4, including the man now, the woman, and maybe 2 picking them, if you want to get 1 square meal, you for 120,000. Not enough for commodity. So if you get for pay, because we market not in there, and if you get for pay from Lakabak for Kana Godrich, you can come buy. The money don't add. And you look at rice when I will staple food, you're not for talk. The first thing, you buy something where you know they get your money's worth. Long time, Standards Bureau and others don't promise they will bring scales. And it didn't have the law books. For say, if you go buy rice, then for measuring at the scale, you see say na 50 kilo. You take a migona use when at 16 dozen and 4 cups. We've been doing a survey, we'll come out to Standards Bureau, you get 44, 43 kilos per bag. We'll prove them. Now, the excuse where they give, they say, scales they no day. Who side they go get scales? Who side for buy? Now, another fallacy. Because a CTC, when one of the greatest man, the way they bring rest in this country, there was a time we go to World Meteorology Day in Standards Bureau, about 25 to 30 scales. You give in customer them free. Why they not use that channel? For me, other scales where they can buy. Just for punish the poor consumer. Where you go buy 1 bag, if I they meet the bag, one they mean also say rest back for get home back. But now anyone way buy get home back. And for if who side the thing they begin say for pull na water key, bring and come na the land. Then boy then get them chuka then. Then they pull and so until they don't put like 2 dozen pan and they make us so XX. They don't set back. Then go sell you the poor man. Or the one even they turn na market for say man sell me 1 cup. And for measurement when a metrology, 20 years ago, Standards Bureau don't promise we say they can't get cups. Where the market, where you go buy if na 1 cup, na 1 cup. You know ever be? What did they tell we? They say, well, that is long time ago. They say, well, the government say they don't get money for lunch. But they get money for buy the mold from India. Then can they make the cups, then look then they perish 10, 15 years ago. We not able to use them. Now waste of funds, government funds. Now let's come back to electricity we want to measure. Electricity, you dey buy what you don't know. You dey buy, you don't know the consumption. The reason why I say that, They know all the meters the way they should be have been calibrated. It's not a big English. Why say calibrated? Therefore, prove them per machine beyond reasonable doubt. Say if you buy 20,000 or 20,000 the bond, you know the bond more than waiting for bond. But what happened, I think it's World Bank or so. Then we don't buy this test bench. Then give ETSA. When at the wrong side and give. Now Standards Bureau, now get the standards for do calibration. I know will be referee, I'll be player back. Now exactly they happen where they affect you. Then the good thing, man, not waste much time. Then don't invite me tomorrow for go talk about the increase, why the increase. Then go tell when chemistry, physics, biology about electricity. Then they go talk Baku. But 2 years ago, then people there say, law agree made the increase so that at the end of the day, then go increase the service and quality. Right now, the outages, for every 30 minutes or 1 hour, they get an outage. And for even, in fact, I don't suspect, say quietly, then don't begin ration the electricity itself. So taking coming, they 1-2 days, get we call them and say na fault. Now, let's come to the Retail Trade Act where my sister they talk. Do you have to give me small time?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Mark come to the Retail Trade Act where my sister they talk. It was intended for the indigenous person so that where you go buy in a shop, but either by dozen or by whatnot, you can't sell one. You make small thing, at the end of the day, make a small markup. But one government will come. What do they do? The one they wear that white body, we feel Libanese, because you know they see Libanese now at all. They change, they enter into the 1969 Retail Trade Act, then bastardize them. How they bastardize the 1969 Retail Trade Act? Then call them now Indigenous Retail Trade Act. Now, they just can't cut and paste. Then say you forbid Australian. What do they do for them people there? Then call them a state house, boku then go give them a passport. If they don't have your passport, you go call and say a stranger. Not a stranger again. No. Again, you write yourself for sale 1-1. So until they find another mechanism, maybe don't they, me now been the second in command na Petty Traders Association as one of the Secretary Generals long years ago. We don't pet pan this say make government find a way where they go cushion the situation, but to no avail. I think I don't talk about the pay packet.
What do you think about the proposed tariff increase as somebody where they advocate for consumers? You know,
I think I'll be for Kande if you've been
we get because of time.
Oh, okay, because of time.
We get EDSA representative now.
In fact,
talk about the exchange rates as
well,
Aja say and
all right.
them.
In fact, I was anticipating for a decrease because of the economy situation now.
Okay.
It's not timely at all. And most of the things that we be promised, we're going to this same hall where they don't invite you in a city council. Now they don't sit down, they say, they can't improve on the service, they can't do this, do that. But before they improve, then go behind back. If I give them a percentage now, I wonder if I will give them 40% of improvement.
You mean EDSA?
Yeah, I'm talking of EDSA. So these are some of the issues them where I believe say the tariff, for increase now. Number one, I don't talk of calibration. So Standards Bureau, any meter we kaya is supposed to pass through them for calibrate them in the interest of both the consumer and them. But they happen. We know they get value for money. Then when you look at EDSA again, there was a time where I think at the World Bank, I've been there as one of the board of directors, where they just disintegrate, we will not be NPA again. Maybe in the EDSA, you get EGTC and others. Now, my advice for being here as a board member, as a make them disarm everybody, we re-employ. But it not be whole water. The other thing where been done they happen, we get what you call bulk meters. Them bulk meters that they bring and come for report exactly how much oil, either MFO or so, where they go inside the machine. Where the machine stop, instead stop for register. They make connivance or whatnot, then go broke that bulk meter there. So that then go continue for the rogue with the consumers no more. Then no justice for customer. If they give bad license, anything spoil, you know able to get ETSA na court. Then untrained and unqualified people, they buckle inside ETSA. Where they call them Utimba, then get the name where they call them. Say probation. If they go keep posting probation for 2 years or more or so, if you not say efficient, pull a day. Now then they go and do all the bad work about ETSA. Where is Sabino more for connect, for do half thing then? Now that advantage now it they take.
Okay, while they adjust that call, they look into Imran. We'll come back to you. Okay. We know say you come with a what do you say? What do you say? You come
with an angry heart, something like
that. Sunken heart. Yes, that's the word.
Yes. So of course, Mr. Imran, of course, you don't hear waiting then get for say from that of the market and that of the consumer. And in recent time, few days, I would say, IGR, of course, we pull up reports of the economic situation where 87% believe they're going the wrong direction. We'll be getting some feedbacks and vox pop from the actual Sierra Leoneans. Them, what will be your response to start with the market woman first?
Plenty, thank you again. So, let's just say, when we talk about consumers, I think we're all within our consumers, one or the other. Mm-hmm. Regardless of which way they do not like, we only consume. Mm-hmm. Me, for one, not possibly go to market. Mm? Mm-hmm. The other day, I go all the way by Benguma, ending up now at Watalo market. I go inside there. I go buy a few things because I mean, not habit for me. Mm? So we're living it also in real time. Mm? The sort of narrative that we can see out for the most part now, like, oh, we sort of then our own bubble. Because we come and get explanations, we sort of they live in a bubble. None of them things that are not the experience. So we understand the challenges. When I say in any of them kind of a platform there, that we understand the challenge and we acknowledge, and not because they live them in real time, not because we know they go shop, somehow because you work for government, all in the kind of you do more, you just take an output inside.
But the salary wages can be different and all.
Inflation they affects every single salary.
No, but you can't copy, mass post where they get 20 million to that they get 800,000 regardless.
Look, is there inflation? Yes. Inflation they affect every single salary? Yes. The things I used to do I'll probably get for rationalized now, right? Because of the challenges we all they live through on a day-to-day basis in the country. And these are things I think we have been very honest and candid about. Leading up to the election, several times His Excellency the President Itabegi the adjustment I've already talked about, we acknowledge, we understand what are we doing in the midst of the challenges there. Which are the interventions that we don't put in place in the midst of the challenges there. If you talk about infrastructure, 1,700 kilometers of road, then they enable we for recruit people them, for do manual labor and plenty of other things. Now all of them parts are waiting to do road construction in this country. If you talk about Munafa, total figure is about 11 to 12,000 people that we don't benefit from Munafa. If you talk about social safety nets with the support of World Bank, you're talking about 80,000 people in total. So it's not as if government just sit down and is being complacent, in all of the things that already happen. In as much as we acknowledge, right, there are things we have done. Very recently, with them the subsidies on fuel. I've been in at the office of the Minister of Finance, Fantamadi. And I happened for listening to the conversations around the table. In your concern and obsession, Nabi, how for roll out more pro-poor policies. Because if it is of subsidies, right, and now we don't see further consultations on electricity, we have to leave them in real time. Where there is subsidies on fuel, we all the fill them. where there is subsidies on electricity. Sure, at the bank.
For your government.
At the bank.
But you get fuel.
You can take that to the bank. I definitely the bank.
So you get fuel supply as well.
You asked the first question. At the bank.
Yeah, so I'm adding. I'm clarifying.
So now reach to the more broader point what they try to make now. Yeah. I mean.
You don't answer my question.
The minister say. I come back to your question.
Okay.
Land or lost me trend.
Okay, go ahead.
Minister say. I mean, the proper policies that we get for rollouts, right? Now your obsession. Witty more we can do in the midst of the challenges there. How can we roll out some more pro-poor policies? Fact of the matter is this. There are a number of things the government get for do. Every single government that has been voted for by the people of this country from 1996 to now. Every single government gets something for do. Again, policies, again, priority project and all of the internet. How do you fund those priority projects? Several ways. You can raise revenue. You can look for ways to raise more revenue. You can talk about PPP, public-private partnership. You can look for grants. Or you can go for loans. In all of them mixed in there, which would you prefer? You want to go take more loan at the expense of it being repaid? Yes, you can do it.
Which we have been doing.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You want to go for public-private partnership in the case of the New Freetown International Airport at no cost to government and the state? If it is a bankable project, why not? You want to expand your tax base, or you want to sit there every day, you wait for let and clap foot, let somebody count money. And those monies that they bring into Sierra Leone, right, as a matter of fact, now taxpayers' money, 9% Canadian country there. How do we begin to rely less on their money than they, and more so in terms of revenue? Lamgana, you don't probably are sure, and I will say the same for you. But how long are the experience for travel abroad? You kitchen pump say you open now, tax day. You do what's in a bathroom, tax day. Right? It's a different culture, it's a different society. They understand how the system works. No matter how little, no matter how high you get paid, you pay those taxes.
But,
and from source.
Yeah, but it brings us back to, like how they say, service delivery. There's a situation where Sierra Leone actually pay for a service, but they're not actually receiving what they're paying for. So you can't really compare Sierra Leone and that of the developed country. You know, because if you receive them, you won't mind to pay. Just like the same with fuel. People and they grumble for fuel, but because of any time that they get access to them, they really don't mind when they adjust. So how can you compare those two?
So I'll tell you one of the things that I think so need for develop, right? For connecting to the point where you don't make. Do we have a culture in this country for rely on taxes and for pay taxes? I'll probably say no. And this not got anything for the government, right? Since the purpose are not a boy. That's what it's stated on there. People would rather benefit from things and not pay anything for them. Naturally, in every other country, it is a difficult thing to pay taxes anyway. Nobody knows how to pay. But they have a culture where they ensure say, right, from source, you have to pay those taxes. And then, now then taxes then they're able to take for you the necessary amenities, social amenities. If you go back to almost we don't spend, almost government don't subsidize on fuel, on electricity, etc. For the first half of this year, it's about $13 million US. You know most man don't get light when they pay for light? We're talking about taxes. Honestly, do a survey in this country. Just Western area. Almost plenty of those who they see now connect, light, they're not pay for that.
But they probably mentioned these are high official people who didn't actually do the kind of thing. Because it gets better than I ask. Remember, and he mentioned, it's not even the ordinary man. The ordinary man actually they pay for light. Now they want to know the old high position and get influence.
So there are different categories.
Yes.
There are different categories. You have government institutions and buildings and all that kind of thing.
We owe EDSA a lot of
money. You also get big businesses, where they're supposed to pay them fair share. You also get ordinary folks and now like a we, who also supposed to pay. So in within the proposed in the new tariff, now that me and you two go see some slight increase, but it's not going to look like how Vimetco will get for pay in the new tariff. Certainly not. because that's a business venture. And how do you also make sure, say, then government institutions, them, they will also pay them fair share, right, rather than a trust and the trust. With me, no say they exist right now in a mail ministry, right, information and civic education. Wait up, up down, lights not there. Nobody know a trust policy again, and I think it's the same for the whole of UE building, from 1st to number 9th floor. Wait up, up down, you have to pay. You pay fair share. So there are a lot of shifting around and changes that we don't happen.
So what's in the consumer man say is that the economic situation presently, like you say, governments have to acknowledge say things are hard. And if you don't remove fuel subsidy, fuel don't go up. Ajabin they talk about how waiting the reason we make the trader the need for increase in price because then say again for go buy. And this man's salary is still there as it is. You know, inflation is there, and they don't put you know, electricity tariff pan and back. Is the timing right? He's saying
like this is
the right time.
We can spend the whole day and get a conversation around timing. When at the right time, when not to the right time.
Well, government thinks that it's not the right time?
It's about, for me, and not necessarily to talk about the timing. It's about the necessity. Don't want those people can say it and say necessity and say everything are the mother of all inventions. We have priority projects. Free quality for continue at 22%. There's healthcare. There's infrastructure. There's agriculture now. We talk about the economy and we think are the best way forward. If we import $150 million worth of rice every year, then fundamentally I think we'll have a problem. There's no way you can talk about fixing the economy without talking about how we're able for the good essential commodities than And how do we do it? You want to go take loan? And can do it? No, you should be able for find ways and means for able for razor. You know, at the end of the day, we acknowledge the challenges. We know say there are challenges and we all deliver them on a daily basis, right? Nobody not there in a bubble in this country, right? We all deliver on a daily basis. But where would we rather be in the medium to long term? Would you want to make the necessary sacrifices now and ensure say in the medium to long term we're able for grow, we don't rest in this country? You ask me any day, anytime, I will say yes. You really want to face the challenges now, right? And at the end of the day, in the medium to long term, something like a Yabas will not the importer again kind of this country, which is about $10 million on an annual basis. If you add on to rest, would it go close to $200 million worth of importation? You know, one for talk about the other basic thing there, with the exception of oil now, right? What would they produce or the exports? Which His Excellency the President they try for do and they try for get right now this country. And if we miss this moment, we will never probably ever able forget and right again. Certainly not in our own lifetime. How do we make sure we're able to grow essential commodities in this country, right? And will we save off this dependence on the importation of goods in this country? I think we have to get it right.
So that comes with the burden on the ordinary Leonean?
It comes with a price.
Okay.
I'm not going to necessarily choose that word we use for describing. It comes with a price.
Okay.
Do we have to make sacrifices now? Some of them think that they talk about now in terms of the economy and all that, and there are global
sacrifices.
There are global circumstances also, right, which plays a part in which we see, right, on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
Now.
So of course, is it like 2 days ago, Monday we just met from NGC, from, the alliance and all these things. Of course, I believe when they become in alliance with the ruling party was to try to see how they're going for pushing the economic situation and things like that. And he made mention of the fact that how about government try to prioritize things the way they spend money on in terms of which, for the fact that they make mention of having 2 deputy ministers and things like that. Like it's a more resources and responsibility of government having to pay so many other people for go create 2 deputy ministry, youth we get agency and all these things. And why not use those money to actually prioritize things they want for use for make the country go before and try to make them very comfortable for Sierra Leoneans. Layman.
Let's just say, I don't necessarily comment on what in Jesme talk. If not,
no, but those are essential recommendations, I would say.
He might have a point, but I mean, I feel he's doing a disservice to the very cause we believe in, and I will tell you how. JESMED has a voice in government. You get several voices in government, as a matter of fact. Right? As chairman of a party in an alliance, those concerns, he know. I work with JESMED during the campaign. We sit down as several of them, then group, right? Focus group discussions as to how to move the campaign forward, right? How to build the alliance, how to cement the alliance, how to work together, partnerships and all of them. JESMED know, and I'm saying it here publicly. And what I see him, personally, I go tell him down the back. He has a lot of channels, right? Forget these conversations going, right? He's not short of doors to open in this current system. So maybe, I think it would be best, since then channels then they open for him. They're able for getting conversation. And I'm not thinking JESMED open any door. Right? It attempt to open any door where they're not open for him.
So the question we Sonia they asked, what is government doing
for cushion the situation?
More broadly, as I say, there are global factors that we're living with also. In as much as government wants to raise the necessary revenue for spend on the priority projects there. Ultimately, President Bio will be determined, right, and will be rated based on his commitments in the manifesto, and whether able to achieve them, like he did in his first term, for which they re-elected again as President of the Republic of Sierra Leone. People will make that determination there at the end of his second and final term. I just think, say, the President in focus, amidst the global challenges. Now, how if we face any other problems in the future, as a country, as a society, if not necessarily in real generation, in real lifetime, how this country, Sierra Leone, go able for live in a better way with them challenges than they. We need for able for produce we own. Can to rice, can to yabas, and plenty of them in there. If we do those, I think say any other shock we'll get as a result of global factors in the future, Sierra Leone will be better able for live with them shocks than they when it happened.
But you don't think say necessary, because now with this C4, they're about for doing or for half or say, should I say dismiss, use a word, proper word for parliament staff, about 137 parliament staff, parliamentarian staff, because they feel like say it's too much and all. Maybe the same could be applied to different ministries and all these things, government institutions, for try to reduce the burden on government and focus them on priority issues.
So, when His Excellency the President traveled to New York for the UN General Assembly, it is on record, and CBADO make it the official, that a 24-man delegation you go with. You're talking about cutting back, right? Making sure that you get a leaner and an efficient team for serve, the ministries, departments, and agencies. I think, say, His Excellency the President, a big believer in that. I don't know the specifics way you talk about Parliament. I will go for find that out. I mean, not to me or limit down there, not to that they talk for, not they work for Parliament. So I don't go know.
It's just an example.
Yeah, but my point is, right, His Excellency the President aware about the situation and the circumstance that I make way to go to New York on 24-man delegation I go with, right, and he go continue for make sure say he doing utmost, right, so that we continue we able for spend money in the areas that we need for spend them without doing anything extravagant or unnecessary.
Okay.
That is a commitment I will make on
that.
Now
bring Aja into the conversation. You know, Imran talk about Munafa Fund, cash transfers. You know, these are supports where governments been on the get to people, small and medium enterprises, market women them, you know, for help them with the economic situation. These are things that we, Muna members and don't they benefit from?
Thank you very much. Munafa Fund, yes, market women then benefit, but I don't know how to talk on because at least you know go can like example you know can me O's, then you just wear inside you somewhere and ask for the head and you get head. Fine. If you want give any benefits to trader, you go by structure. Market Women Association, we don't form now 28 years this. We deal with trade council, petty traders where we all join. Now call we self trade council, 5 trade organizations them. But where then they give that money there, we market women association. We are not part of it.
But trader they benefit from, ma'am.
Well, yes, they say trader they benefit. It comes to certain time where they say, where we say, okay, now fine. You know, say you not give trader the money. You know, don't give the data there. Let we see the data, then the trader the way you not give that money. Up to now, we not get that data there.
So you not be consultant before they distribute
No,
or give them funds
Market
there?
Women Association. We are not part of it. We are not part of it. So, if they say they give trader, then fine.
Cash transfer was not
No.
It was
You don't need for really go through structures. Me, they do me business, I apply for Munafa money. What I need for Kamitaja?
No, but sometimes they pay back.
But when council faulty, then we are involved.
Where
So we don't know.
where people are going
Because
to
when
money
they
for
give the
business?
money, we don't know.
Now, then
So
individual
when
effort
we don't,
to- not to tune at
am I
the
protected?
Yeah, you
Very
are
much.
protected.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Aja. Go
I
ahead.
just help the discussion.
No. Where you now they give the money, we are not mentioned. Then when council faulty now, then call me. Me Adana, so then we put me part of the for check the data there. We ask, stay to my own. So I be quiet. I sit down. I say, wait, come certain time, then we call. Together then say, then get together then fine. They say they get together then, but we don't know the together then. And if together then get the money, fine. We appreciate government for the thing where they do, but they not be doing by how them for doing. Because if you say one can help me trader, I for no. But if you go say this a trader, we not to trader, then we come and problem say trader. So we are not part of it.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you know, them supports they are before this government. You know, Ministry of State always don't get. You know, I don't know how they call and them money they within the give.
The SMEs, yeah.
Yes, and they give to trader them. Then they
Wait till we do.
Then
you know,
pay back. How could that help the
you know,
market
say this
woman?
country so politics on policy. We Market Women Association. We are a member of we. We dey carry na go na bank. We dey sign guarantee. You dey save. Wait time reach for let them loan you the money. We dey stand guarantee the loan. We do an a bank of Salon. Right now, we dey do am with Salon Commercial Bank. We call am Women's Bank. We just do launch am. We get an a Salon Commercial Bank. We trade at them, they save. Where they save, they reach certain inside, where they ask for loan. Salon Commercial Bank, they give them the loan. Where we now we sign guarantee. And so we don't do it now. Because we not get, who's how they go put money. And we make them make a 1-digit number. The interest. Because the interest is not the problem.
So the interest rate's very low.
Yes. Okay. So Salon Commercial Bank don't make them for we now. We get with Dexty. We call them Women's Bank.
Okay.
So you dey save, we reach certain time. Once we the executive confirm and then self confirm say you be the same, then they loan you the money.
You know, Imran say we need to make sacrifice as a nation. Government gets ambitious projects. Government thinks say we need for stop for import rice. We need for able raise and mobilize revenue for pay for certain things them. Una as traders them. Una self agree for make that sacrifice.
Yes, they make the sacrifice because we know they make the sacrifice. We know they risk to life. We know they risk salmon. Then they talk for plantation. All the machine the way they face can, they agree on the machine. The one the way they plant or plant, they know they see the machine. The tractor there. I think last week I agree on one radio station where the master farmer woman say no they see the tractor there and then they walk. I think to say if he mean a farmer where something come from me, face and to me. But if you can't go other side, some of the tractor they did and then they use them for the other thing, not applying. And the people they were there in need of and then they. This country and then for try for do the right thing at the right place. If they do all thing they go okay. People then don't green out for go do farm. Most of them boy them waiting at street, so they sell one sweet one. Not plan them be day. If you all then work, then they go apply back, then they go apply.
But the trader themselves, thing and they were locally with the produce now, with something and they you can go to markets, you go buy this price today, we go to my the price don't go up. You know, which sacrifice one self could make, you know, take advantage of situations. Say because the economy bad, we say can just raise price.
No, you know the sacrifice we try for letting at the market. Some side they know they see them. Some country they know they see something. No. Me don't see person come out Ghana. It can buy leaf your bass and salon where they go. They scatter and load na airport. They show on a television. Do it's all them tears we not in Ghana. But who they try let them at the market? Where they na where say you go buy.
Okay.
So they sacrifice. We they sacrifice. We they pull money we go buy. Bring and can at the market. If you don't go buy pepper upline, then be first side I buy pepper 1,300,000 for one bag pepper. Now na in season we pepper for day. But about 1,300,000. Then pull our upline, then bring an Waterloo for come back. One day driver go tell you how much. Now before they take passenger and I load the one because the load get money. The load you they pay for and pass you safe. So we them sacrifice for it to life safe na sacrifice.
But then you usually say market woman or business woman, you know they actually get losses compared to the consumer because regardless now where you go buy. Now, so you they cancel and for make sure so you get your profit. Now that one will depend on salary and all these things. Now you more can get so maybe you got explain more.
Market woman they get losses. Ask my they get losses. If you sell diamond market, na losses.
No, diamond I just ask.
Diamond market na pepper, what pepper, na diamond. If you buy today, you not done. Take to my don't turn diamond. You know sell and price. You buy plazas na diamond market. I use protect yourself if you go buy in a shop. If you not get lucky, take 2-3 days and they got in a diamond market. The business people they will go say better. Now business where you buy, you go keep and we know the poor. And then they say if you get luck, they not if I'm. It's good that they get lost is my sister. Okay. Yeah? Diamond market today. Now they want and we buy more like fish. We buy fish, no salon markets no get cool. I will serve the sacrifice with fair freeze of people fish. If you don't buy that fish, you're not done. Tomorrow, I want you. We were going to market to go buy rotten fish, no? No.
So fine. Okay, look, the consumer money side. You know, I ask you the same question. You know, which all then concerns we, you know, you don't raise about the timing of the tariff and all. Imran mentioned that, you know, as a nation, as a people, we need for sacrifice at this time. You know, things are hard, but also government need money for fund certain project them and take care of certain things them. You self-agree say for make that sacrifice at this time?
To some extent, I agree. But if you know the modify, you're not going to sacrifice.
Which one are the modify?
Good. I come on here, I don't go to market. I meet rest 5,000 for cup. Okay. I don't be here. Because they know they pay me that kind of money they for buy that rest day. But tomorrow now, where are they go meet at 6,000? Now money 5 for come before sacrifice. So if I not get the purchasing power for buy that property day, I go sacrifice, yes, to some extent. Because me self they see the government in constraints. But if for me give and take, the government to some extent for me to halfway, like where them be don't begin for do. Then we self meet them halfway. I want to talk of very important thing now.
Okay.
Where if in been done they happy, like we know they sit down, they cry by now. If we they cry, then small. Any government will be done can. We say the train now for pull up. Me I they swear them every day. I say God they pay them. The reason be that one will be small. When that train they left Kailau or other side, then where they right inside, one grade wagon. It don't bring a lot of load and are the cheapest means of transport. We colonial masters, take today they get train. Me why they go London, now train are they travel with. Because I'm cheap. I they buy me Oyster card for the week or for a month. If I did it for 1 month. So anytime I go now swap, then they swap no more. That's how I want to go by bus now. I want to go by train. Now the same thing. But people that look this country, for they use selfish interests, then pull the train. And that train where they pull nine bring us on toll suffering today.
Not only war affects the train. And
no, they not pull the railway. They not pull the rail there. They be don't pull a long time before that what the way you they talk. They be don't pull up. They say they know the profit from it. And government not to all say the profit. Now give and take. Let's talk small thing about the petrol. The petroleum squire are not going to blame government. The reason being that the country them, the OPEC country them, where they produce this petrol, and they determine the price. Now they determine the plat, then get something they call plat. So if the petrol come, then we know they buy the crude oil. Now the refined oil will they buy, we'll get almost double the price at the end of the day. That one day I must commend the PRA, they said they try in their own little way for they negotiate with the business community for let you know money with too much. Okay, now I say there is small justification for say all right, that money what will they put where me and you now Lamra know the benefit from, where now the bigger alleged than they benefit from that subsidy where they give, then for removal, but on the promises and where they don't make say that money, then go spend on education, agriculture and other side, we they wait and see after 1 year. We go make noise back if they not do nothing with that money the way they benefit to it.
Okay. Okay. So Abuwa asks, what's your take on the minimum wage right now, being that with the economic situation and all these things? So now they talk for consumer, and a lot of people then depend on salary because not all man are businesswoman, and at them the one they wouldn't depend on salary, they actually suffer. The
government they try, but that one they not to salary. Don't call it salary. Say minimum. How you call it?
Wage, yeah.
Well, you they call a minimum wage. Me they call a minimum allowance. The reason being that, okay, the government they add small. But the reason being that you pay me 800,000, I have to pay my transport. And transport don't go from 2,000, 3,000 now is 5,000, pole to pole. If I pay two-way for Kamna U building, I did Wellington, so to speak, or Kleintown. By the time where I don't pay me salary, the money all done. I get for take care of me picking in school. I get for take care of the hospital bills them, small way they come. And food, of course. Many other things. As I sit down now, that 800 would then say they pay. You know say water, clandestinely they don't increase them. By the bundle, they don't increase them. But I believe say there is a regulatory body where they call EWRC. Will they approach them very soon? Why? Because normally, like electricity now, fair enough to them. EWRC don't write with a letter, say, let's go sit down. Let them explain the reason why they want for make an increase. I can understand that. But for water, the bundle don't go up. And I want to make EWRC know that. And this forum for say, now you they go some sign at 10,000 they buy, some sign at 9,000. And I know the price where I left it because I recently, months or so, where me time done the way I left it. And the system there is, any time water or electricity will increase, if I go to them. Then for electricity, thank God we go there tomorrow. I want to ask this cow power, if not take or pay or take and pay, because I know say Imran Sillah not going to answer me now for on that direction. Because he no go, maybe he no go no. But that question there, I want to make them clarify them tomorrow. Okay. And if the law not there for protect the consumers, where they give bad light every time, then they pay with freezers, pay with televisions, them for nothing. No, the consumer is not protected. Okay. So they get left at the mercy of EDSA.
Let's take some messages. So the country man for can respond. I'm sure you will take note of some of them questions if you get any. The first one are for Moses. Say, so where are all the products from the farms the government claimed to have been in existence since the last time of its reign? As you said, the president wants us to eat what we grow or use what we produce. It's been over 5 years. We're still yet to see real evidence.
And this other person say, well said, sir, at least you're saying the honest truth. The railway's departure was one of the greatest mistakes done by Seka Stephen government, and we're paying the price in agriculture, food sufficiency. The government was promising to bring back the railway again, but I believe it's just empty promises.
Michael Cooker say, Imran did not answer the question about him receiving fuel from the government.
So this other person said, it is important the people make sacrifice as the nation, but people like Imran in government who are earning a huge amount of monthly salary should sacrifice 50% of what so they can have an equitable society for all.
Benjamin Akipama say, please ask Mr. Sillah if he can make a sacrifice by having a pay cut.
Sorry, I'm trying to look for messages.
Okay. Samba Kamara say, kindly ask him to stop laughing at the issues. These are very serious issues and that need realistic response.
And Abubi Kamara say, how are poor traders making sacrifices when transportation costs are rising?
Ronald Beresford say, with a weak currency that has no leverage to cushion the economy like exporting, manufacturing, mining, fishing, which in return boosts the economy, are not present, and whatever taxes collected are so small because of the weak Leone, then it's difficult for an economy like Sierra Leone to survive and not rely on donor funding.
Amin Bangura say, tell Imran and the others how to run their government.
Yakuba Jallo say, why are you comparing USA and Sierra Leone in terms of tax payment? Those countries are more developed than ours and they make use of the money they receive.
Sorry, I'm still trying to look.
Awakening Salon say, who is responsible for fixing electricity? Honoring the energy minister with a PhD is like stabbing the people in the face.
And this person says, so where are all the products from the farms the government claimed to have been in existence since the last time of its reign? As you said, the president wants us to eat what we grow to you or use what we produce. It's been over 5 years, we're still yet to see real evidence.
This other one say, man, you're not talking pro-poor. All you're talking about is defending government position, harmonize the wages and implement taxes.
The other person, they say, man, you keep, dodging the questions.
For the basis, so I say these are very serious issues being discussed here. Madolamana Bag, good if you can follow up on the Sewagram project. It's a loan from NASIT and it's good for citizens to know how their pension funds have been invested over the years. Definitely, with him go and talk to NASIT more on the Sewagram. I remember the last time we didn't visit them, they say then go complete them before the end of this year.
Ronald Beresford say, with a weak currency that has no leverage to cushion the economic like exporting, manufacturing, mining, fishing, which is return boost the economic are not present, and whatever taxes collected is so small because of the weak Leone, then it's difficult for an economy like Sierra Leone to survive and not rely on donor funding.
Francis B. Johnson says, as a consumer of Salwako and Kenema, it was surprising. I noticed from the bill sent to me up to 1 million leones from a meter reading as 393, but from the meter in my compound around the same meter reads 237, which is not up to 300,000 to start with. So I keep asking, why are they billing us this high in this economy?
Yakub Jallo say, man, why are you comparing USA and Sierra Leone in terms of taxes payments? My brother, please say sorry for that because those people... Oh, sorry, my phone don't crash.
Nyake Kalon say, is there no salary or no increment in salary? Lamwana, do you ask Mr. Kabia for clarify, please? Omar Ubundu say, the consumer man, you are saying the truth. We pay for 50 kg, but we get half bag. These rice dealers are operating a cartel, they are rogues. Rosfo and Kamara say, even iron rods are not standardized as to size and weight commodity price. Samba Kamara, they ask, where is the Minister of Trade? This is not the Ministry of Communication because the Ministry... So I want to make them very clear. We don't try to forget the Ministry of Trade and NRA, Ministry of Finance. We've made efforts, several efforts to get them for can talk about the economy, revenue mobilization, monitoring the private sector. We don't make several efforts to enable. So forget a balanced discussion. It's only fits that we get government for able to respond. I know that they talk for government at the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. So now make we get Imran for talk on behalf of government, where they cover Ministry of Trade and all other ministry them. But we don't make efforts, and if then they watch we or they listen to we still they look forward for get them because it's good. The last year we get the Chief Minister. He said one of the things with them and the Minister of Information are that officials and other ministries there and agencies them therefore they come out and talk to the public about waiting and they do for address certain things, and so we still look forward for getting at the program for talk. Ronald Bresford say, presenters, do you hear what the lady has said? The foreign cash and weak loan is killing their businesses. She is doing what the finance minister should be doing. She's asking you, as a fortresses, to do your own findings on the hardship they face.
Yeah, so Wisdom F. Sherry say, are we not seeing the problem here? We are promised a digital revolution, as they said, but we're still on paper revolution. If prices and other things like tax must be fixed in this country, or this nation must accept the change in technology.
So I see Ronald Bresford ask about the finance minister as well. I will not get time. Like I just explained, we look forward for get time hopefully anytime, but we've extended invites to the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Trade, NRA, for discuss the economy and revenue mobilization as well. So hopefully then go come one day. You get more messages, Sonia?
Yeah, well, we can just take from Barry Alpha. We say harmonizing the salary scheme of the nation will be the most honest approach by the government.
Yeah, so many messages they keep
so
coming
many.
in.
This other one, Amit Sultan Barry say, as a breadwinner, you must always cater for present and future generation, but the past government never did that. All they did was to spice political expenditures and stay much longer in power. President Biya and New Direction government should not be entirely blamed for the current economic predication in Sierra Leone. Let's be patient. Things will be all right pretty soon. Okay?
Victor Fode, they ask, do Sierra Leone people get tax returns that Mr. Sillah is comparing with the United States of America? Those are the questions.
Yeah, there's several.
So start with Imran. I'm sure you must not get an idea of the questions.
So, I'll start off with my brother Kabia. We ask about, you ask a specific question with regards to electricity supply, no? So, which I know say it's not the generate electricity. They buy electricity from independent power providers. And then they include CLSG, Car Power Ship, right? And so, and the one and they charge in dollars. And I saw it's again for payback, right? It's the payback in dollars. Now, on the question of...
Sorry, the question where I ask here, you don't answer part of it. But I also ask you, if you not take and pay or take or pay.
Take and pay.
That sounds technical.
So I know for CLSG where they come up from Ivory Coast, waiting with the gets now they pay for. Okay. Right, in terms of the quantity where they come. Now we they pay for. So we have a payment plan. Waiting and the GUI, now we they pay for. And then they charge in dollars, so that is how we have to pay. On the question of me reference to taxes being raised in other country, I not necessarily to make a direct comparison with Western countries. I was talking about the culture of raising taxes in other country then. It's better than we own here. That's the point I was making. Yanda, not because there are people who want for pay tax. If you do a survey, now, every single country in the world, nobody knows pay tax. Yeah? But they have a culture where naturally they pay tax royalty. That's the culture I don't find in Salone. Yayon, for the most part, in fact, all man the gumbo say for the little tax they pay. Or, as far as they're concerned, they don't have to pay anything at all. And I will give you an example. You know, say NRA been to do this, they machine them. Now, shops them. Where if you sell over a certain amount on a yearly basis or monthly basis, or then the accumulator, the aggregator, you're supposed to get that machine there. I know places in this country where to this day refuse to install a machine in there. And by extension, it means they're not paying taxes. They don't give all kind of explanation at the world. But for installing machine.
You're not thinking and all these things, because sometimes
I know situation.
When you lost them or new things, their products, the first time they just introduce them, they become active. Then after a while, all man they forget about them.
I know.
It's like it's not even existing.
I know of shops who install their own because they want to pay their fair share. I know places where they go their machine and they refuse for installer. In fact, as because some of them, if I even take lawyer,
but I believe that the consequences then if somebody refuses.
They take lawyer for argue as to why they're not supposed to pay them tax in there. To me points, what they try for me, the culture of paying taxes in this country. Now I think say we have to find a way for development here. And then we will begin to judge governments. So not necessarily this government. We will begin to judge every single government based on delivery targets, right, and commitments made. We don't pay taxes. oh, una be so na provide this, una be so na provide this, una be so na provide this. Haja make reference, but one woman we na master farmer or so we say no get access to machines them. This is the first I've had.
Yeah, we've run a story of a master farmer in Cambia this year.
So this
where they complain about.
This is new to me. Now make I say now the first time this middle area. I was in Makeni. It is not the most likely place you to go for anything complimentary but President Julius Maada Bio in government. Not the most likely place to get to. In a conversation, roundtable conversation on radio. Two of them people and they were no say, not to SLPP by any means whatsoever, by any stretch of the imagination, acknowledged two things. One, their machine rings them where they exist and that they have access to it because they said they are farming. Two, their rice seeds them was not being imported into Sierra Leone. Then they generate them now in this country. Based on the number of produce we do, there is something that is being saved, right, for give rice seeds them to farmers that across the country, right? This was in Makeni, and I didn't acknowledge how. Not to the most likely place that day. I mean, the only thing we do hear from Makeni from time to time, either now arrest, or the Nepalala, or the no agree for Madabio, or the not this or another.
People in Makeni.
My point is this. My point is this.
The government. You had votes for Makeni.
My point is this.
President Bio has been there. People.
This is my point. My point is this.
Yeah, but we should be careful where we do.
No. I'm very careful. I'm always very guarded.
You know.
My point is this, Lamgana.
They don't listen.
For let somebody publicly acknowledge benefits of agriculture in terms of rice seeds and access to the machines. I hope you understand. That was heartwarming for me, right? If not be any other side area, I would have said, hey, well, you know, those are the usual suspects, right? But not to like which side you could call, none not to the usual suspects. So this is my point. A lot of things are working in agriculture. It is good that we hear a lot more voices. If somebody now say, oh, from Cambia, I not get access to her, we have to find out what is happening and why this person not a getter, and for make sure say a getter. Because there is a reason why we get machine rings. I think it's about 15 across the country. And those machine rings are owned by private people. For make sure say anybody who's into agriculture and farming has access to it. Now, I'll come back. I just want to come back more broadly to the issue that I told on the discourse. On the economy, on cost of living. And somebody asked a specific question as to whether they receive, whether they get within fuel, whether they call also.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get her. But it comes with allocation. So I when allocation car, that is when it becomes my entitlement.
Okay.
What allocation not they? Now me say they buy fuel, they pass up and all. Right? So there's a distinction, not to like for say every single day, for one pass money day, or they don't give me fuel for that. No, I buy fuel for the most part.
Somebody say if you can take salary cuts for as part of the 50%.
Yeah.
So if we begin for personalize them, we're losing.
No, well, maybe you say government take personal salary cuts. Government people, not you specifically, as part of the sacrifice.
We're losing the bigger point and the bigger picture, right? Not about personal, it's not about self, right? Yeah. His Excellency the President can say, oh well, I know they take salary for the next 6 months. It doesn't fix, it doesn't help to address the bigger problem. It is symbolic.
It explains to the public that government is taking, the president is concerned, is sacrificing.
Which I think the president wants for doing for move beyond symbolism. How? There's the Wages and Compensation Commission, right? They are working on it now. I have a friend who works at HRMO, right? And he's a very senior figure there. A weekend and a half ago, I talked to her. 9 times, oh no, then they per meetings them. Meetings we get for do harmonization of wages and salaries in this country. So they're actually working on it. Beyond this symbolic gesture you want to suggest and talk about.
No, not to me, now somebody asked na the page.
Yeah, but
somebody asked you personally. As a citizen.
You echo with somebody don't say.
As a citizen, you won't mind taking a pay cut as part of the sacrifice?
I want to go beyond that one day.
Okay.
How? President don't sign. There's a cabinet concurrence. It go parliament. This bipartisan parliament, the last parliament, very bipartisan. NGC, C4C, SLPP, APC. Then pass up. They are now working on the fine details. Me want to move beyond that one day. Right? When this body was responsible now for do an aggregate and work on them and bring out those fine details, right? Then we'll begin to make real progress when it comes to wages and compensation and harmonization and all of them thing and day. Why make deputy secretary in good to get 2 million or in permanent secretary they get almost million?
Okay.
There are more broader issues for our guests. Right? So no one follow you. No personalize them. Let them fix the bigger problem. And I think so the rest of mankind will all be happy.
What are the sacrifices with government self they make at this time, you know? People in government, they make, the last time somebody asked about austerity measures, whether we get to a point where we get that, where government will say, okay, we cut down this expenditure, we no go spend on this again, we no go get up to people again for save some money. What are the sacrifices? So,
we're again also in that conversation, right, that the Ministry of Finance is looking at a lot of things as to how to make sure so we're efficient and effective when it comes to spending, right? I will left handed to the ministry because they're not the appropriate authority, right? And they would be able to make that determination. But as of now, and this is something we have been doing, even in the first term of His Excellency the President, we have always made sure that the reason we make able for get money for spend on the priority things that we always don't commit yourself to, not because we don't always practice something which we call fiscal discipline. Neither make we able for get 22% for commitment to education. Neither make we for spend money on healthcare 10%, right? Or 11 or 12%. Neither make we don't commit yourself to 10% on agriculture. Not because of fiscal discipline.
Okay.
Not to today we can't practice that. Okay. If for anything that new ways and means for make it more effective and efficient, but we have always been practicing it from the first time of President Bill.
Okay, we'll come back to now. We colleague them don't go outside the field now. And then at Dovecourt, David and Wilson, they are to the outside broadcast team at Dovecourt. We join them now as then we'll give you an update from how things happen in that part. I just specifically mentioned Dovecourt and we go plan try for go now other market them, but they start at Dovecourt. Good morning, David, and welcome to the show.
Okay, yes, thank you very much, and good morning to you, Amadou and Sonia, and to our guests at the studio. We currently at Dovecourt, as we promised, us we'll bring country in a live update now. The Dovecourt market. This is the famous market, Dovecourt. Usai, most of the people, whether they come up from the west or the east, they come now this place for come buy them various varieties. And this place here, many people they describe as one of the cheapest places where you can come and get the goods them. So you find out, so you come work at the market. The market very jam-packed. Everybody they do normal business. See people they sell yabas. The one where they sell kanda and tomatoes and other condiments and we'll go use for cook. So one for taking out to Dovecourt, very jam-packed, and one for so we can talk to market people about how sell they go and as well. So we get different people one for talk to. You see this madam they selling pepper, and other people they sell them various varieties. So let's go down the market and see how people they sell now the market currently. Dovecourt very jam-packed as normal how it can happen. Sometimes people they say because we come very early, but in some cases at around 11, 12. Packed food. They sell pepper, the one where they sell yabas, the one where they sell the markets them, and the shops are open. Now Dovecourt, you see them shops are open, and people when they go inside and shop then they for buy. The one where they sell other markets and self available. So this is not the famous Dovecourt, and they're on a usual business. So one for talk to market people and the one where they can buy. With now the state of the business currently. This man just passed with him beef and they go supply now the other places outside can normally supply. So let's see for talk to people. But let's walk out through Dovecourt and tell them what's happen at this market. You see everybody they go by. It appears as if they're not able to align how people then for sell the market and how people then for able for do the normal business where you're not going to be very congested. And everybody cable for pass freely, and you want for buy your market, you cable for buy, and you want for pass, you cable for pass. So they're well structured, and according to the other woman, they sell the pepper 4,000 for cup. And you get to know they sell okra. This now do I know they sell chicken, you know, and they do a normal business. We go for talk to people about how the business they go currently now. So let's see, madam, you have to talk to AYV and for no what's in happen at this place here. So this woman they sell medicine, chicken, you know, for food, and pepper, dry pepper, and steak them. This other madam they sell soap, and you find out say this other woman they sell them plaza. So the market very choke. So we get for fair way for navigate way through, for able for talk to people and for able for get a reaction with how the business is going currently. This are the young man is selling steak, beef over, and then gonna shop, they open a shop, and you see, you know, they sell them half things their way. People can get access for come buy. So the markets they go on normal, and these are the entertainment side. You know, you find out say while people and they sell, then they entertain people, and so that they go before go ahead about their normal business. So these are the other people, and then they sell them different varieties. This is a shop, get your bus and other things. Madam, you have to talk to AYV? Morning. I know, good morning. But how business they go for you?
Business go through all through the year. Season would buy 10,000. Now season at 15, 18. All through the go up. It's not easy for we sell no day. There's no improvement today. Like by 5 o'clock we don't go for picking and not straight. Men no go bigger, men no go see, but still no improvement. No better. So the people for government say help we. Let talk to the when they go for help and then we say help go on them. They will take care of picking there. They will take care of home there. They will beg for government. So that I know more thing there for win. It's not easy. But the fact that we the woman and not say woman the woman and now get the home. Now the fact now the hard working for the house. If you man not give or you do my able to start picking go school, they able to tell how they eat. But all thing there, Benny 18,000 for cup. 4-5. This 5,000 owe you. So I say how we able to survive, we not able to survive. So they are with a beg now, no help we. So now I no more they are beg. Yeah, you know no problem.
All right, thank you very much. And you don't talk about how prices them seem for the go high currently, but the market's noisy. Yes, no, because you find out say even though the market woman and they grumble about the challenges them, but you got other people away they entertaining her. You know what they entertaining her as well. You get the one where they sell the music and they sell the music, plates them, you know, for entertaining people. But you know, also the condition of the market there in a very deplorable way. You see the ground waterlogged and even the market woman and the noble for puts a market also it's a concern. You say let's say boss pepper 2.5 and you know and 1.4C. So it's a general time. So let's talk to the woman. It's a boss pepper 2.5 and you know then boss pepper are first there. I know. Good morning, madam. Good morning. How you doing?
I need to fine because I they suffer. See the pepper they go by way water. They go by there you can lose it. No day.
So how much are they buy pepper by bag?
We they buy 600, 800 we can buy water. The money they come out.
How much you have been the ban before?
We they buy 1,200,000, 1,500,000. But now you don't count on small. 600. But we go by water. The money come out. They lost it. You don't see.
What's the message to government?
Huh?
What's the message to government?
Wait, our papa government help we. You can't see, you know, easy for we. Let help we. Let them pull whip and stream. Can't see, you know, easy for we.
Right. So within a Dove Court, these are the famous Dove Courts. So you say even though the pepper price don't come down, but it's still rotting, and that is a big challenge for them. So you see, this are the tightness of the Dove Court. So even if Motkawan pass, then you find out say then we got challenge pass and get for move, and then show then get things. You know, so Dove Court is very crowded. This woman is selling fish, getting of fish, and you know the normal routine they clean the fish for people as well. So you say one for talk to AYV. How the morning?
No bad, I say.
So how business?
So well, thank you. Okay. The fish with the bat, I live with the bat, I did 200 now 850 now the bat. Any side pizza and see money. For where money may come on now, See for it's me money. Pass you can get go to the it's continue money and tianga before go around with if I make the money. The money I wanna so they sell when they pass the parent 20, 50, 100,000 and be I will sell now so.
So this is a concern for people who want to talk to now the famous Dove Court market. Very crowded, so and even though they work herself, we should all London tea, you know. And this man is selling Kanda. You ever talk to him?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
So na Kanda you sell, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So how the Kanda business go?
Well, the sell, like how the sell the day for was now also the same. Because for the day, they just sell being like that, and I'm not doing in our streets. But now, they don't see, say, they're 7 to 8 o'clock. They don't see some of the sell. They don't see. Now they sell in each stiff.
Now what Kanda will they sell? Salon or Guinea Kanda?
Salon Kanda they sell.
How much will they buy the Salon Kanda for?
Well, we now last in our cut sell with the cut and give me. When the cut and give me, you sell now, you go then go give me you. Don't get now. And now, because right now they left and give because they don't say right now it's stiff. Any carry, if you see the left and give, losses there for cancer. Because this way left, I feel good put out. For the next coming day. Next coming day now we sell.
So now pass you get money you buy, if you don't get money you don't buy?
You know they will buy. Okay. And now the right option, where you get money now they will do business. So you don't get money, you know they will for the business.
So what thing we message to government?
So well, who they talk to them, any carry let them help you. If now the economy go down and the fuel resources with the dollar. Because then switching and the economy can dollar, if you don't go down, all cinema scandal. And because they get price control. Now the price control only and the consumer and the currency now go up.
Right, thank you very much. Alright, so we just don't talk to our young man in the sell Canada in business with the Kanda and a Salon Canada in the sell. And he said currently first them they give them, but now then they ask them for pay. If they not pay, then they're not able to get access to the Kanda. So we still working at Dove Court. Now very long market and you know because of it accommodates so many people like I say, whether they come up from the west, they come up from the east, and even people that come out Waterloo safe, they come here for come by. This madam they sell banga, and this young man they sell granite for cup. And yeah, let us talk to him. So what now your name?
I'm named Alaji.
So Alaji, how business don't tell it for you?
After the business someone now that's gonna start 10,000 for cup.
So how much will they buy before?
Yeah, they buy 700,000 for bag. So I buy 700 for bag. That's an 2 million. That's an 3 million. 300,000.
So what thing will be message to government?
Huh?
You message to government. What you want to tell government say?
Because right now, we pass CC from there. I said that's a business go to again. That's a for me skill can work carry money. Say to look me business. I know we don't accept. I get for can go now school back this way self.
All right, so we still talk to young man. This other man they sell plastic and other things that they go on. So you find out in a very long market, and so it's a busy market. Everybody they on your own normal time. People in they sell. You know, this are the other places as well. This are where they sell fish. You know, the market so choke that everybody are like, allow go. You know, that's how busy this market be. So most people they say this market, like I say, now one of the most reasonable markets. Southside they buy fish 10,000. If you come here, you buy fish 5,000 back then. You know, but now they're setting some increase and because of price issue and then they face them challenge on it. So. And so let's go inside more. And see what's in the happen. You know, the National Secretary General for the Market Women Association, Madam Aja Rabiatu Conte, they say they get challenged at the market because most times the young man they can't sleep here. They affect some people and so we come out for find out. And everybody they wait for AYV for talk because they believe in AYV as for past information and then things say when they pass the information to AYV, the authority always they listen to AYV and then they will for respond, because AYV would therefore be credible and balanced information and reach to the people for understand then concern and challenges when they go through. You see the madam they selling pepper, they're selling plazas. Good morning, ma. Welcome to AYV Mommy.
Howdy morning.
Yes, ma. So how the plazas business they go?
Well, the plazas business, if they come, we they buy, we they sell. So that's no more.
Okay. So but how they sell the plazas back then and now? The prices don't change?
The prices don't change because for the petrol when they come, they sell with deer. And when we sell for band deer, just get for sell deer back for longer self get to hand to box.
So how much will they sell the plazas first then?
First time, Castada Leaf will be selling 3,000, 2,000. But now they sell buy deer, they sell 5,000 for tie.
All right, but what thing will be message to government? What thing you want for tell government?
But me na farmer, no get nothing for tell government. What is easy for me, I tell the master thank you.
Thank you very much, man. All right, well, the madam they selling Castada Leaf. You say first of them they selling Castada Leaf 3,000 euros for tie, but currently now they're selling Castada Leaf 5,000 for tie. And most people go to sit and listen for the affected. You know, a lot of people want for talk, you know, to AYV, because, like I say, they believe in AYV when it comes into information. So, in a get for because the market choke, so get for the balance. Young girl, how the morning?
Yes, so I do, sir.
Okay. How the Canada business they go?
Well, the Canada business, you know, is Canada just the deal no more. Because this will be the ban 150, 160. Right now they ban 530,000.
So this is not a salon Canada because it's very thick.
Well, this is not the important new way than they carry it, way than the order.
Alright. And you know, so how much you able for pull profit?
Yeah, we able to pull, but the profit is small.
So what you go on for tell the government?
Well, one let Papa government help, we let them reduce the price. When the price they reduce, so we able to get it because some of we now want parents. They can be so me around born and me they take care of the people. And I had to survive.
Alright, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Right. So now the young girl we see so we talk to her and he say you know this na foreign Canada where then they import for cam as well. So you know people in the market very busy, you know, and Pusawares na 4,000 leons, OUS na 4,500 leons, and you see this young man they sell with one cap. You know the market busy, everybody they sell in business. This man they sell how much for the with one cap?
15,000.
15,000 for this with one cap?
Yes.
What's you get her?
This now Mrs. Nine give me a clean for her in shop, now they give me a.
So but 15,000 leons, somebody go sell and say they ban pass this. But why they sell on 15,000?
I go buy less.
So you say they go sell her?
Now markets are this too.
People on the ban?
Well, now the pass are the pass.
Okay.
If they ban, they not ban back.
You don't get the post to give you back?
No, I go another way I did ban.
Alright, thank you very much. Alright. So you see markets, this is not a busy market. The man is selling here, he said 15,000 leons for the one cap. And he say he want for sell them for go it. They usually sell junks.
Junks, the DRT. Any day price they go up, and where they sell them back for try say money come on now. You fight and say now chef I don't drop because you have to go buy the money not come on.
So much you buy junks, the bill?
The bill and they sell 3,500,000.
Now you saw you buy first, yes. But now how much they sell them?
They sell them 6 million. So when I know able to buy again, and I waka no more now pass I go jam me man there. Think for it. I no get. That's a struggle. Okay. They beg Papa government may they help we. Letting them go down. Let the young man there long not go do bad. So they beg Papa government. They are may they help we, may they assist we, letting them go down, let the country normal like the day like first time. May they help we.
All right, and this young man,
because now the work that say for long go swim there, no easy. They pay us to the market, so long go to the east. We said about the
market say they sleep?
No, I mean say that they sleep.
Okay.
But Saki come for money for like can get for like go inside the business for like survive for the day. Not really easy na the country not really easy. Now we go to go for long get for it maybe for the no easy. For like go to go it's not easy. The country the village can go the big paper government let put all sit down for you. Because remember they also too much to get sick for it. They pull money for go buy it say dia back. Do how the big paper governments. Let's see can do.
Thank you very much. Well, now different people to talk about too as well. So and we want to see let we check down and you know now one of the labor there I see it gets paddy oil where you know you don't go take from you get you know jublocks you get okra.
Okay, well, welcome back. Now in studio we need for hand with my colleague David Remy Wilson where they out and Dovecot market under force and Kanawi studio. This is not just for show the situation, not as we talk at the studio, but we want to get a picture of how the people already sell and the people that say where they go for buy, how then they feel and waiting and think about how things they happen. So don't you get from them, Aja. I see you've been the watch. This are the feelings of the things that you've been talk about from una member them.
So and I feel to see no difference no day. You know I don't see no more now always say I talk. So I think say it left to the Minister of Trade, let they help we. And the Minister of Transport, all ministries say Minister of Transport, Agriculture, all they get for help we for lot together their life improve. And I still they appeal. Let AYV go inside the market. Not to
yeah, we collect them they go there.
If you go inside the market, you go see how we youths and don't perish. Then they don't film all we together then I do. Why city council they take due to them? What do they pay due for? See, where people then talk, they say you talk. And time get for cow get for talk. Because no go they pay due. We not get toilet facility, we not get water, we not get nothing. The outside with the shelter we save, we rain can sand color or shelter we save. The youths they don't dribble now do. Then the council then they see. They not get nothing waiting and they do. So we get for tell you together then. We got for take decision.
Okay.
As market women.
Thank you very much. We will follow up with council on the issues there as well and see within you know the action within then they do as you mentioned they pay dues and the need for protect as well. But finally waiting you go recommend to government, you know, as somebody in the business sector as we round up, waiting your recommendation for address, you know, some of the economic situations that we'll get right now. Man say for sacrifice.
Yes, we sacrifice and we still they say we all they try for let the country improve because we self get picking the way they go school. We don't want to let them say go na market, they go save day na market. Anyway, what they do for let the country improve, we try. By God power, we try for that.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Kabia.
Thank you very much, my brother. The first thing way for make you life and longevity come, now where you eat good food, balanced diet. But if you look, we eat in habit in Australia because of maybe the poverty rate and other things. We not even eat protein now so much. Could you imagine? Then go pull kenda or then just pull that conjo, get a small pamai, then say you don't eat. When I go Togo, when they serve me one plate of rice, at the end of the day, where I don't eat, I'm a sweat. I don't say yes. And even these wages and compensation, when they talk about me, brother, we don't begin talk about them since 2006, if my memory can serve me well, for saying they can't link it to salary. I only hope, say, the part this time, when at the head of government, when at HE, Pabio, it could really look, say, yes, this thing make it come to reality. Like I tell you, the protein, na disadvantage. And down there, they make almost everybody it is sick. Because sickness, where you know eat well, you know eat a balanced diet, you know eat protein. Look at what's in the up in our territorial waters there now. They are not properly manned. And law been done the long since in some time ago, about 20, 30 years, say, when you they go fishing, the trawler, 10 or 15% for coming at the market.
Okay.
We then go sell, give me a you, for let get protein. That they all the non bastardizer. Okay. Lastly, what I want to talk about, somebody they say the fuel for candle. The determinant for fuel for candle, I've been on talking here and I talking back. Now from the oil marketing, the oil companies and we get them fuel over and OPEC. If they decide to they say they go add 10,000, we not get nothing for do. Pass we said now they add and put a markup, a small markup. PRA is a try, like I say. But what I want for left with the government for say do ya, but God not agree to you two things. He not agree to you money, they agree to you sense. He must left one with you. So make the big one then go they draw like a we near, we don't tape and then can't hear, not for the money per se. May they make a forum so that we go they discuss with them within the ministries. Let us give you own advice. Okay. So that at the end of the day, if the country grow fine, now for we all. If you go bad, now for we all.
Okay, thank you very much, Kabia, for we joining at the program this morning, and Aja as well, Imran. You don't hear from the market. You don't hear from the studios. You don't go to the market. You don't hear. What will be the message to the people of this country from government?
So last year, I think private sector need for get involved when it comes to production of our essential commodities. Government can only create the necessary enabling environment. Yeah, so we get machinery instead. There are machines. With the talk, I talk about McKinney just now, not so? Lamana.
Yes.
Now somebody just sent text to me again from the very McKinney. He say a huge quantity of fertilizers for farmers. They're not McKinney right now. They don't go to there about 2 days ago. Yeah. So governments can only create the necessary and enabling environment for make sure say the one the way they per farming, per agriculture and all that and they're able for produce and produce plenty. Let me go off court just now. Nothing other under our government tax. Plus us government not tax out. Not of course. People already under government not tax out.
Pay transport.
My point is government not the tax out. If Kasada live boku na ya, if bokute, this bank get you down again. Naturally the drive price down.
Yeah, that's true.
No so? So now private people are not the need for going to this thing, farming, make sure so produce plus and mass. The price will come down. Produce pepper plenty, price they come down. Government able for providing machines there, making sure say fertilizers there, you hand the day into rice production, make sure say the rice seeds then there and all of them in there. Right? Now private sector ultimately.
Okay.
Government can create the necessary environment and enabling conditions. That is what we're doing as a government. Law will join now. This is not about government no more. Also government supposed to be able for raise tax with the can organically and genuinely, we can get in conversations and there. On fuel, we don't talk and also. On tariffs, we don't talk and back and also. Then conversations and they're all ongoing. My brother Kabia say, then 2 days there, then get for engaged again. This engagement don't begin long since. Now continue, then get for call Kabia there. Where we're supposed to engage the public and citizens of this country, will do that.
Okay.
So that they understand the direction where we go as a government.
Thank you very much, Imran Sillah from the Strategic Communication Unit at the Ministry of Information and Civic Education for joining me for react to some of the concerns this morning. Plenty thanks to Michael Kabia from the Consumer Protection and Aja Rabi from the Market Women this morning. We'll get for continue the conversation there. It's good always for you from the people. The massager say he who feels it knows it. Yeah.